First, we'll open the driver's side door. Right where the steering is, underneath the steering is a hood latch that needs to be pulled out. Once the latch is pulled, you would notice the hood losing its grip. Right where the logo is, on top of the logo there is that lever that needs to be pushed towards upside, and then we lift up the hood. This is the lever that I was talking about. Press and hold towards upside and then lift up the hood. While holding the hood, we gently take the support bar and then place it in that position right there. Once the hood is opened, now we will use a Torx 25 bit just like that, and we'll be punching it in that screwdriver. Once that is in and we got our tool ready, there are a bunch of screws in the corner all around, and we will need to take them out one by one using the same tool. We'll take out the first screw right there. Notice the screw gets stuck in the middle and it does not come out anymore. In this case, what we have to do is we will use a tool like this. We'll go ahead and punch in the tool underneath the screw. Then using the screwdriver, we will take out the screw just like that. The purpose of the plastic trim remover tool is to actually pull out the screw while we are unscrewing it using the screwdriver. Similar way, we'll take out the second screw right there. Once it's taken out up until the middle, then we'll again punch in the trim remover tool to pull out the remaining of the screw. Second screw is also out. One screw on the corner that also needs to be taken out. Again, when you notice the screw is not coming out anymore, then we punch in the plastic tool. We'll lift up the screw upside using that plastic tool and then take it out using a Torx 25 screwdriver. Third screw is also taken out. Notice we have taken out 1, 2, 3 screws. Now we'll go on the other side to take out some other screws. Again, we'll punch in the screwdriver to take it out up until the middle, and once it reaches to a point where it's not coming out anymore, then we punch in the plastic tool to lift it upside and then unscrew it using the screwdriver. Just make sure you do not lose the screw while taking it out, because sometimes if it falls apart, you may not be able to find it easily. Fourth screw is also out. Just behind that there is one more screw. We'll need to take that out as well. Unscrew with the screwdriver, then punch in the tool to lift it upside and then take out the remaining of it. We got the fifth screw taken out as well. Once you've taken out a bunch of screws from here, now we'll go behind to take out some other screws. Right where the battery is, notice there are 2 more screws that we have to take out from here. Similar process, unscrew with the screwdriver. Once taken out halfway through, then we punch in the plastic tool to lift it upside and then take out the remaining part of the screw. There is that 6th screw taken out. Right there will be the final screw that we also need to take out. And just like that, the final screw is also taken out. So in total, there are 7 screws that we have to take out. Now what we'll do is we'll grab the top cover and then lift it upside, just like that. And there you notice the engine air filter. I'll use the similar plastic trim remover tool. We'll punch in the tool in that corner. Using the same tool, we will slightly lift up the engine air filter from this side. Just like that, and that is how we take out the engine air filter for this car. In my case, the filter is good, so I'll be installing it back, but in your case, if you have a new filter and you want to install it back, just make sure that this curved side right there stays at the top and the other side, which is like this, stays at the bottom. One more thing before punching it back, it doesn't really matter if it's this way or the other way around, as long as this side should be on top. Now we'll go ahead and punch in this filter back where we took it out from. We lift up the cover and then punch in the engine air filter just like that, making sure it is in from all over the edges, and it seems like it is. Once the filter is in, then we'll put back the top cover. While installing the top cover, notice this housing right there needs to be put down, so we'll just push it down just like that, and then we will push down the top cover completely. There's the top cover completely in position. Now we'll go ahead and punch in all the screws manually first. While punching in the screws back, just make sure you do not lose them. Be extremely careful in this process. Once all the screws are in position, only then we'll go ahead and bring in the tool to tighten them all the way till the very end. There we got the first one tight. Similar process, we'll go ahead and tighten all the remaining screws. Second one is also tight. Done with the third one as well. Fourth one is also tight. Fifth screw is also completely down. There's the second last screw, also tight. And just like that, we got the 7th screw tight as well. We'll just make sure if the top cover is not shaking, and it's not. It seems like it's perfectly fine. That wraps up the replacement process of engine air filter for this car. Now suppose you want to close the hood back. Just lift the hood upwards and then take out the support bar. We put it back to its place. We lower the hood up until the middle, and to close the hood properly, we will leave the hood from the middle with a slight push. If it still does not close the way we did, then you may have to push it from the top until it closes completely. If this video helps you in any way, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel.